Hello loves, how you guys doing? How's it going? So it's that time again where we talk about our uh, like monthly empties, and I do have to say like I've got a decent amount again. I knew going into October that there wasn't going to be as many empties as I had previously, just because I'd used up so many things beforehand, and a lot of these things that I was now using were like brand new like products, not like brand new in the sense they've just come to the market, but like I've just sort of opened and started using them. So there was a lot of that. Also, I have now got a lot of like more full-size products, whereas before I used to have a lot of like some sample stuff or like smaller products like deluxe like sizes and things like this. So I've used up like a good chunk of those. The other thing with October was it's usually quite a rough month for me anyway, with just like a lot of things. So it was kind of hard for me to like maintain a regular routine and like do my skincare or like hair care and other things that I should have been doing. But regardless, I have still managed to get a decent amount of empties going for the month. And if you like these types of videos, please make sure you like, subscribe, and follow me over on TikTok for more. So, as always, I have this giant sort of basket. Well, it's not that big, but it's still fairly big. I've got it full with a whole bunch of products in here. There was quite a few like full-size products in here too, which I'm really happy about. Yeah, let's get into that. So one of the first things I used up was this Trichology Revitalizing Scalp Shampoo. This has got caffeine, lime, and ginseng in it. I think I've already had one or two of these empties in like the last couple of months as well. This is a really good shampoo. I really like it. I do feel like it does a good job. The conditioner, on the other hand, it smells so good and it does feel hydrating, but it does make my hair very oily very quick. So I am in the market for like a new conditioner that's like really hydrating, because my scalp is really dry and my hair is okay, so I don't really know. But this is a really good shampoo. I've gone through quite a few of these already, and I have a few, like I've got one in the backup and one in the shower now as well. Like I've repurchased so much, but it is good and I do like it. The whole reason I bought this is because it's supposed to cleanse whilst helping to reduce dandruff, and I have like dry patch of skin, and because of that it's like dry and flaky. So I thought I'll use this because when I have tried Head and Shoulders before or some of the other shampoos, they've like made my scalp even drier and made it worse. So this is going okay, but I do feel like I need something a little bit like stronger sometimes. I don't really know, but it is a good shampoo, and I always like double cleanse because I feel like the first wash doesn't like get all like the oils and like the product out, so I always have to like shampoo my hair twice. So that's why I'm kind of like flying through my shampoos, but this is a really good product and I would highly recommend it. Another full-size product I've used up is this Bondi Sands Hydra UV Protect SPF 50. This is a really good sunscreen. With Bondi Sands, because it is an Australian brand, they are like a lot stricter with their cosmetics, which I think is amazing, and as it should be. But they've got like, as far as I know, like two lines of like SPF. One is the one that's got like the white packaging, and I absolutely hate that sunscreen with a passion. That burns so strong. It's so oily and so greasy. Like even people who've got like normal skin or like dry skin have complained that it makes their skin like really like oily. It looks like you're like sweating or something. So I've had to just stop buying that completely, and I was like really confused whether or not I should buy this. But I bought like the actual face sunscreen in this collection or this line, and I loved it. It was such a like thin formula, and it worked so well under foundation and just in general as well. And I loved it. But if you want to buy this sunscreen, I would highly recommend this line because I think this is a lot better. This is supposed to be for the body, I'm sure, but I've used it on my face as well and it's worked really well. So I would say like if you are considering picking up Bondi Sands, I would say this one over the white packaging one because this is just so much more better. I had a couple of like shower products in here. One that I used up was from Rituals. It's their sports shower foam. I bought their like summer advent calendar last year. I went back and checked that to make sure, because a lot of these products from Rituals I've received in that sort of summer beauty box. And there were so many of the sports line in there. I don't know if it was like a new line at the time or it's one that didn't really do too well and they just thrown a lot of these in there. I don't like foam shower gels because I feel like when you're done like putting whatever how much you need on like your sponge or whatever, so much of the product just sort of leaks out, and I find that really frustrating. And it's not just like this one, it's happened before with other like foam types of shower gels. I would rather just not have to go through that hassle. So yeah, I mean, it was a good one. It did feel like I did feel cleansed after this, but I'm not really gonna go ahead and like repurchase this. Like if I was to receive it, I would use it because I did think it was good, but I wouldn't like personally go out my way to pick this up, you know? Another like shower gel I've used up is the one from Caudalie. Caudalie have some really good products. I bought this like set of 4, like a bundle that they had this year. They also had the same thing last year, and last year when I wanted to buy it, it kind of got sold out. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But I bought it this year, and it comes with like a shower gel, I believe, a body lotion, and like 2 other things, but I can't really remember what they were. But I know that one was like a lotion and one was a shower gel. I did like this. It was really good because when I was traveling to volunteer like over some weekends like earlier this year, I was taking this with me, and it was really convenient to just have. Such a small product, and it fits really well. It also smelled quite nice. And it was good. Like I did like this. And then obviously I don't want to have like things just lingering, and I don't see myself traveling again for quite some time, so I wanted to kind of just use this up. I also don't want to take a product with me that's expired or just have things like taking up real estate. So I've used this up for now, but if I do ever need to like go on a trip again, I would probably pick this up if it was like a short trip. But yeah, it was really good. Another product I used to use in the shower mainly was this Beauty Bay chamomile and oat lipid cleansing balm. I have gone through so many of these. Literally, it's actually insane. Last year around like I think November, December, and like for January, I was going through a cleansing balm a month. Like I was going through this so quick. So I thought, okay, if I'm going through one a month, and I was gonna go in a no buy at the start of the year, so I thought, okay, let me just buy a whole bunch of these, so have them in stock. So anytime I need to like I've used one up, I don't have to like think about having to purchase something. I can just take the next one out and use it. Little did I know I was gonna go down an entire like depression cycle that was gonna like almost take me out. But yeah, I've now got that stock still standing, and it's like kind of like expiring because I don't think these actually last that long. This has got a 6-month open shelf life, and I think this one was open for like 6 months maybe. So yeah, they like when I've opened these up now, they have like the top layers of it are very yellow, and inside is like what the actual cleanser balm is supposed to look like. So I'm trying to just use all of these up and just like only buy them when I need to buy them, rather than stocking up, because a lot of the products I used to use before, I don't necessarily feel like I need to use them again, or I've not really had that many makeup days for me to then like use cleansing balms. So there's been a lot of factors that sort of like slowed down my usage on these, but this was a good one. It's pretty affordable. They always have it on sale somewhere, like you can get a pack of 2 or a pack of 3, and it's literally always on promotion. The other one that's really affordable that I also like is one from Elf. They've got a really good one, and so do Number 7. Both of those along with this one are really good, like a very affordable cleansing balms if you want to use a cleansing balm. I just don't like using an oil because I feel like it just gets really messy and it kind of goes like down my arms, and I just hate that. But yeah, no, this is pretty good. I just need to try to get through the rest of these that I have. I have one more shower gel. This is the Molten Brown Sunlit Clementine and Vetiver shower gel. This smelled so good. Molten Brown have some really good scents. My friend introduced me to the brand first because she used to work at the company, and then she got me a set for my birthday, and I loved it so much. I can't remember what the smell was, but it was so good. It was one of the pink ones, and since then I've always sort of like I bought like a set or 2 here and there to try, and then every now and again, like if I'm shopping on like Look Fantastic or somewhere, they usually have these as like a free gift for purchase every so often. So that's how I ended up with this, but it smelled so good. I could potentially see myself picking some of the Molten Brown products up, but during like sort of like the holiday season, because I feel like 1, the packaging is really cute, 2, they have some nice scents there, and if you want to sort of like get to try the other sort of scents, it's just better to get one of those sets around like holiday time. So I might pick one up. I'm not 100% sure. I might do that though. A moisturizer I use and I loved so much was this from Perito. This is the Centella Unscented Recovery Cream. I think this was a really good product. I put the order in initially around November last year, and I was waiting for my favorite toner to come back in stock. So they delayed my order, but then I don't know what was going on with Holoca, and that toner just doesn't seem to come back in stock. I was so gutted, and they were like, okay, there's been an issue they're not gonna get like the slot coming in anytime soon, so they just shipped my order for me, and they refunded me the money for the toner. So I got this stuff back in February, and I've been using a lot of this since. This is a really good moisturizer. I feel like I'm always irritating my skin when I go from like not doing self-care and then jumping back into it, and then like sometimes my skin just, it's not ready to like have these actives used in it, and it got irritated, especially around like this sort of area. But this is a really good moisturizer. I used to use it during the day and night time. I'm definitely gonna pick this up again. I just currently don't feel the need to go out and do a Yes Styles order, or even Style Vinyl, because they're both very similar in what they have. But this was really good. There's a few that I've seen and a few that I've used from like K Beauty and J Beauty that I've really loved, and that order is pending, but just not right now. Another sort of like moisturizer I used was this from the Rituals. This is the Ritual of Jing, and this is a night rescue hand mask. I didn't really like it because it was like too thick for my hands, and I hate certain textures on my hands. So instead, I didn't want to waste it because it was actually a pretty good product. I just use this to moisturize my feet, and sometimes my feet get really, really dry. And honestly, this was really, really good. Would I necessarily go out and buy this again? Probably not. If I was to ever get it, I would absolutely fly through this, because I did think this was so, so good. It was a really thick formula, and I would just like sleep with my socks on at night time to make sure that it really like absorbed into the skin. But if you want something that's like that level of hydration, this is pretty good. And also this smells so good. This is probably the best scented line in my opinion. I also use this Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. Such a long name for a lot of these like Glow Recipe products. This was like an okay product. I didn't like the way we'd use it, because that part there just gets really dirty and I don't like that. It was an okay product for skincare, but I did think it did more for me when I used it under makeup as like a primer, because when I did that, it used to like fill and blur my pores completely, and it sat really well under my makeup. I don't necessarily think I would go ahead and repurchase this out of all the Glow Recipe products I have tried in the past, but this is definitely something, if I wanted to sort of like splurge, or like, I don't really know, like I can see myself buying it, but it's not something that I'm gonna like go out to buy straight away. I do love a lot of the Glow Recipe products. I do think they're really good. They are just like really pricey, and like completely out of my budget at the moment, but it is what it is. There are some products from them that like I know that I truly love and I will repurchase, because once I've used them on my skin's really liked it. This is one of those products that like if I was to get a set or something, or if it wasn't like a really good offer, I would probably pick this up, but then use it as a primer, not for its like using it under like or as part of my actual skincare routine, because I already have quite a few primers. I'm not going to go ahead and purchase it. I think they've also changed the packaging of this product as well, because I think this is what it looked like at the start, but now they've got it in a natural like sort of like strawberry shaped bottle that also looks like a strawberry. I could be completely wrong, that could be a different product, but I think they did like a packaging switch. Another skincare product was this from Kate Somerville. This is the Exfoliate. This is an intense treatment. I think I irritated my skin once because of using this. Also, this has been in my collection for a long time. This used to, I feel like a lot of these products from Kate Somerville, you just get thrown into those like free goodie bags. Like when you spend a certain amount of money, like they curate like a goodie bag for you, so like it's already curated. And a lot of the times I used to find that a product from this brand, particularly this product, used to get thrown in there, whether it was this size or a smaller size, but it would always be in there. And I've had it for quite some time, and I thought, okay, no, this is a small product, I really should try to use it, and I did, and it was pretty good. I did like notice a bit of a difference, and that was great. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and purchase this. I also don't know how much this actually costs, so I need to look into that as well. I do have one other like one more of these, but it's like a much smaller size than this, so I'm going to try to use that next, and then kind of go through all of my treatments first that I have, and then possibly pick this one up again. I don't know, we'll see. I think this is like my last skincare product. I got this little sample to try from the First Aid Beauty, or Fab First Aid Beauty. This is the Ultra Repair Cream. This is like an intense hydration cream. I actually really like this. I think I've used one or two products from this brand in the past and have really enjoyed them. I do think they've got good stuff, but I don't know if this is like as readily available as it used to be before, because I feel like I used to see this a lot more around different like online retailers, but I'm not seeing them as much. I think Look Fantastic sells them. But yeah, I would probably pick this up because this was a really good moisturizer, and I was so sad that it was just come in this little sample. So maybe during Black Friday I might pick this one up. Let's see. I used up a lip scrub. This is probably the first ever lip scrub I've mostly used up. This was the Forthright Beauty Cherry Lip Scrub when I got the Cherry collection that I think was sold 2 years ago. Possibly. I've regretted buying that collection because I feel like a lot of the things, they just did not work for me at all because they were like so white based. So when I used to use them, it just looked really weird on me, or like patchy, and it just didn't work. So there was that, and I'm quite like a light medium tone, so it just didn't work for me either. But also a lot of like the products in that collection expired really quick anyway, so that was like a big learning opportunity for me, which is not to buy collections from Colourpop for that reason. I used this up, but then I left it in my, I used to always forget about this, so I put it in my bathroom, but when people shower and stuff and the temperature sort of changes and whatever, this sort of started to just melt. So I used a good chunk of this, but the rest of it I just had to toss because it was like melted and you couldn't use it. It just like, it went on like, it was like a lip balm, but obviously the purpose of this isn't to be a lip balm, it was to be a scrub. Yeah, done, dusted, good to go. I think the last sort of like hair product I had was this from Christoph Robin. This is the Instant Volumizing Leave-In Mist. I think I was just using this as like a conditioner. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the products I have used have been really good. I think they are sold on Look Fantastic. I'll add my like discount codes on my hair as well for you guys because it's LFTFDils and you get up to 20% off. But it is down to like the brand to decide if they want to allow a discount on there. But a lot of these products have been really good. I do have a few others that I want to use from them. They've also got like a line specifically for if you've got coloured hair, which I really appreciate because their products are really good. I've used a lot of the like leave-in conditioners or deep conditioners in the past, and they have been so hydrating. So that's definitely something I do want to pick up in the future. But I just have a lot of hair products right now to use up. But this was really good and I would recommend it. I don't know if it was as volumizing as I remember it to be because I don't think I actually really paid attention to that. I was using this more as like a leave-in, and that also felt really good. I've used up a lip balm. It's been a while since I've actually used a lip balm up. This is from Pat McGrath. This was the clear lip balm. This is so hydrating. I think at the time these lip balms were sold for £30, but I got this when it was like on a really high discount because I think these were getting discontinued. So I think I ended up buying it for like 13 or something stupid like that. That in itself is still quite expensive. However, this was probably one of my favorite lip balms. It's so hydrating. Little goes a long way, and it was an actual like lip balm, and it did what a lip balm is supposed to do, which, you know, there have been some questionable lip balms I have used in the past, but this is really good. I don't know if they really sell this anymore, but I do like the packaging of these. It's pretty iconic. I also managed to use up quite a few fragrances. I've been trying to sort of like use up what I have because I feel like some of the really old perfumes that I have started to expire, and they have a very specific smell when they do start to expire, and I've noticed that about this one, so I was just trying to like get it used up. This is the Gucci Bamboo perfume. I think I just got it at the time because it was so highly discounted, and I think I just got it in a whim, so I thought, okay, why not, like it's a cute little bottle, like, you know. And when I did buy this, I didn't actually have that many perfumes, whereas now like I've slowly sort of built my collection quite a bit. However, that being said, I do feel like I would rather have a more curated collection of perfumes and scents that I actually enjoy, and I want them to be things that I actually really love rather than just being like mediocre sort of type of a scent. It's just, I don't feel like it's sort of worth it. So I'm in the process of trying to use up my fragrances, and that's a process. It's going to take a while for me to get there, but I'm going to try. I'm just glad that this is done. I also started like a perfume project plan over on TikTok. Only posted the intro, have yet to post an update, and this was not part of that like intro, but I still managed to use it up, so I'm happy with that. Would I purchase this again? I don't think so. I don't think I will. It was a very like okay-ish scent, and it's a big bottle. I don't really want it to take up real estate, you know. I used up 3 samples, which is great because I do have quite a lot of samples I'm trying to get through. One that I loved and I definitely want to purchase again is this Louis Vuitton Married sample. When we went to Selfridges, the guy was nice enough to give us all a sample each. This is so good. Like 2 spritz is enough. That's all you need for the whole day. It's such an intense smell, but I know these perfumes retail for like £350. That's not within a budget right now. Maybe in the future. I don't even know if this is like for ladies or men. I think it might be for men. I don't really care because it smells so good. I really want this perfume as well. And this one used to get me, strangely enough, like a lot of compliments. So yeah, my mum loved this scent as well. But because of the price tag, it's obviously not something I want to purchase right now. I want to get through some of these older perfumes that I have, so at least when I have a lot less, I can then use these other ones more, if that makes sense, you know? Another one I used up and I actually sort of enjoyed was the Seven Virtues Lotus Pear perfume. This is quite a nice one. Would I repurchase this? I'm not really sure. When I first started to use it, I really liked the scent of this, but then it was like an okay smell. I mean, I wouldn't mind having this as like a perfume that I would throw on, just like kind of be out and about the house. This is quite nice. But yeah, this might be a repurchase. Another sample I used up was the Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. This is quite a nice scent. I didn't realize I actually do like vanilla perfumes. Before I never used to, but I think they were like too sickly sweet whenever I had used some of the previous ones. But these ones, they're not that crazy sweet, and any sort of like perfume that's very sweet makes me sick. Like I'm gagging. I'm gonna eventually like be sick. But this is so nice. I've used a few of the Kayali vanilla perfumes and they've all been really lovely. And I do want to pick up more Kayali perfumes because I do think they're really nice. And eventually, as I use up some of these old ones, they are gonna get replaced by a lot of the Kayali scents. They are really good, and I prefer trying out these samples first, so then I know that something actually works and I do enjoy it. I wish more companies and brands sold little samples, or you could get samples. I don't mind spending a little bit on like a little tiny perfume rather than buying like a 30 ml, because even that can be kind of pricey. So I'd rather just get a bunch of samples to test out. I wish more brands did that. But last 3 products are makeup products. At one point, I did not think I'd have a single makeup empty in here, but shockingly, I do. The first thing was this Viseart eye primer. I've had this for quite some time. I bought this on a whim. I initially wanted to repurchase my Milani eye primer, but at the time that was not in stock and I needed an eye primer. I can't use concealer as an eye primer because my lids are quite oily and then it just kind of like, it doesn't really work. This is pretty good. This is like a clear base. It was a good primer. I can see myself repurchasing this again in the future. The ones that I really do want to purchase though is the Milani one as well as the Sigma eyeshadow sticks. I thought that was amazing. So nice and creamy and it just melted so beautifully into the skin. And also like any sort of like eyeshadow I used sat really well with that. This was pretty good, but this was like a clear product. So I feel like sometimes when I was using specific shades, it just didn't really show up as well because I've got naturally very dark circles anyway, so I feel like it was kind of like getting blurred with that and it just wasn't showing up. So there was that, but it was still a good product and I would recommend this if you want to use a primer. I then use up 2 glosses. One was from Elf. This is the Cookies and Cream lip gloss. This is like the black sort of gloss that it had. This is pretty good, but with Elf glosses you can fly through them really quickly. And that's one thing I've noticed. You can get through them in a week. And I think sometimes I was able to get through them like within like a couple of days. But I have used up a whole bunch of these. I think I'm on my last Elf like gloss that's in this sort of like packaging and tube. Yeah, also Elf products do expire fairly quickly, or at least that's something I've noticed. So that's why I'm trying to like pan all of these as I can, or as many as I can. This is a good formula, good product, worked really well. I also love that I could use this to change up the tone of a particular product, especially like something like today. I could make this a little bit more like cool toned or like a bit deeper and it would work so beautifully. The formula on these as well were really good. They didn't feel heavy, they didn't feel sticky, and I think that's really important for glosses. I can't stand a gloss that's like sticky. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, this is a really good product. Really enjoy this. Happy that it's out because this is like old. But yeah, and the last product is another gloss. This is the Fenty Beauty gloss in the shade Fantasy. I bought a set of like 3, I believe. It was like a set of 3 minis. There was this one, I already panned one at the start of the year, and I've got one more left. I think I bought these like maybe 2 years ago, so that's quite some time. And I've noticed as well, like with Fenty products, they do expire fairly quickly, like the glosses at least, or the lip products I've used. So I'm currently trying to avoid purchasing any more for now because I have a lot of glosses. They will last me for the next couple of years. So yeah, this is a good gloss. I can't get any more out. I don't really care to get any more out. I've already taken the stopper out of this. I have another one that I want to sort of pan and get done as well. So that was all the empties. As I said, there wasn't as many as it has been in like the previous months. But that being said, I do still feel like there's a lot here, and I'm glad that a lot of these products are done and can just move out of my collection, because a lot of these I know that I'm not going to repurchase. Like, I'm being grateful to get to use them, but like that's it. I don't really want these to be lingering around. So that's something that I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of, only buying products that truly, or repurchasing products that truly work for me. And I'm trying to also stay away from those goodie bags, because I feel like a lot of the times it's just like a whole bunch of like stuff that just isn't selling that gets thrown into them, and it's not always worth buying one of those or getting one of those. So yeah, I do have a whole bunch of skincare products that I'm trying to fly through. I am going to be posting, and please hold me accountable to this, but I am going to be posting a skincare project plan as well as a hair care project plan, because those categories are like getting a little bit, and I don't really want that. But that was all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyway, I'll catch you next week.